Hi, my name is Eddie Liu. I'm a technical sales leader in IBM Malaysia. My role is to inspire new solutions that can innovate our clients' business and to drive effective digital engagements. Before we get started on this Conquering Enterprise Modernization series of virtual workshops, I wanted to take a few minutes to thank you for joining us today and to tell you a bit more about IBM CoDE, which stands for Center of Digital Excellence. IBM CoDE is to springboard an enablement platform and ecosystem to ideate, discover, explore real pilot use cases, to develop minimum viable products, and apply suitable technology, and to provide sandbox for enterprises, developer community, and to our business partners. And we have lined up a series of workshops and other activities to help accelerate your organization's digital transformation journey around key technologies like cloud, data, AI, blockchain, and cybersecurity, no matter they are in foundational, growth, or future in their maturity journey. And our goal is to share IBM's vast technology knowledge with the local talents in Malaysia and to bring the entire platform to a new level to benefit the country, their roles in their organization, and the overall economy. Thanks again for your time. I won't keep you from the workshop any longer. I hope to see you in person at IBM CoDE very soon and when the pandemic is at a safe level. Let me pass this stage to Zul, who will be your MC today.
Good day, everyone. Thank you for joining us in this virtual event. My name is Zul, and I'll be your host for today. Today's virtual workshop is titled Explore the Tools that Enables You to Explore Your Data in AI and is organized by IBM CoDE. The IBM Center for Digital Excellence, or CoDE, is a facility in Kuala Lumpur that allows you to come in and get hands-on experience with technology and speak with experts. To get things started, we'll begin with an introduction by Aaron Yee, the Technical Sales for Data and AI IBM ASEAN, followed by a demo project walkthrough with Aaron and two other speakers, Tan Liat Kwan, the Technical Sales Data and AI IBM Malaysia, and Vincent Ong, the Watson and Planning Analytics IBM ASEAN. After the demo, there will be a segment called The Next Step on how you can unlock new possibilities with data and AI, followed by a question and answer session after the end of the presentation. So, without further delay, I'll now hand it over to Aaron.
IBM Cloud Pak for Data is a data and AI platform that's all about helping your business modernize how it works with data to operationalize AI for faster business insight and to increase ROI. The platform infrastructure is designed to do two things: consolidate data and AI software and reduce tool spend. Unlock new value from your infrastructure by running on Red Hat OpenShift container platform. So let's start with the value of the platform tools. Set your company apart by having tools that span the entire analytics lifecycle, helping you to collect, organize, and analyze data, as well as infuse AI into your applications seamlessly. For the collect stack, over the last 5 to 10 years, organizations have moved to a hybrid multi-cloud approach, where some of their persistent store resides on the cloud, others in the private cloud, or behind firewall. We have been helping clients with identifying their assets that resides in those silos, as well as data residing external to the organization, and allow these assets to be accessed from a single console. Our intent is to help clients minimize data movement while maximizing the data our clients can use. For the organized stack, typically organizations have used governance policy to lock down data stores to limit access to the data. We believe in using policy control that allow access to all data sets while it makes sense, in a way that is intuitive to the data consumer. We do this through our ability to classify data sets using machine learning and understand what sensitive information resides in data store. We couple that with data quality and lineage to ensure that the consumers of the data are using high quality assets and that the governance group can rest assured that they aren't exposing themselves to potential issues. For the analyzed stack, typically data scientists are in high demand and low supply. we want to allow all users in an organization to be able to build AI models through whatever means they feel most comfortable. These methods can include coding, canvas drag and drop tooling, or click-through GUI leveraging Auto AI. Additionally, we provide explainability and bias detection, which is a massive concern for most organizations because of the lack of this means significant fines for biased choices or for the inability to explain why a decision was made. With CloudPack for Data, you can get your enterprise data at scale. Let's dive into another key value of IBM CloudPack for Data and what it brings for your information architecture. Red Hat OpenShift Container Management and Orchestration. By running on Red Hat OpenShift Container Platform, CloudPack for Data gives you the flexibility to run on any private, public cloud, or even hybrid cloud infrastructure based on microservices architecture. This helps reduce administration expenses and simplify provisioning. With the simplified provisioning, it is projected to save company 65 to 85% in infrastructure management costs. Experience high availability and seamless upgrade with powerful cloud-native architecture. To sum it up, IBM CloudPack for Data provides an integrated platform for your core sets of data and AI needs. You can modernize your data strategy and increase your ROI, all while accelerating business insights and cutting costs.
Thank you, Aaron, for that great introduction. We'll now go on to the project demo. We will start with Aaron with his demo on data virtualization.
Everything starts with data. Organizations typically have data stored across multiple databases, usually across multiple clouds. By leveraging the capabilities of the collect stack, company was able to reduce the reporting time on multiple data sources by 90%. CloudPack for Data provides a simple and easy to use data virtualization service to connect to and access all the databases in a single location. With data virtualization, you can query data across many systems without having to copy and replicate data, which reduces cost. It also enables you to get real-time data without the delay of ETL. In this demo, I'll show you how easy it is to combine data from multiple data sources. So on the screen here, you see that we have configured the virtualizations to access a few remote data sources: DB2, MongoDB, PostgreSQL, Netezza, Pure Data System for Analytics, right, and MySQL. So I want to combine two different data sources from DB2 and MongoDB today. So I'll click on Virtualize, and it will come to the screen where I can select which resources I want to join. So filtering down to DB2 and MongoDB and also the stock table that I want to join. I'm choosing the stock symbol from DB2 and the stock transactions from MongoDB to virtualize. So once that is done, I will add to the cart, and from there, I can choose to virtualize my data and save it as a virtualized data assets. Right? Once you have virtualized it, it will appear in your virtualized data sources. And from here, you can choose to immediately use it, or you can also choose to create a join view for these two different data sources. So from the join, data virtualization provides you the ability to join these two tables using a graphical manner. All we need to do is drag the key columns of these two tables to join together, and then click Next to create it. Or you can also open up in the SQL editor, where you can further customize the conditions for which you want these two data sources to be joined together. Once that data is joined together, you have the ability to say submit to the catalog, where it will be saved for future references, or you can also assign it to a specific project. Right. So in this case, I would assign it to the data virtualization hands-on lab, and immediately once I click assign, the data asset will appear as your asset in your project, which you can use immediately. So at the same time too, from users who are using external tools such as BI reporting tool, graphical SQL editors, they can connect directly to the data virtualization engine using the provided connection configurations, which you can find from the data virtualization page as well. So that's the end of the demo for the data virtualization. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron, for that demo on data virtualization. We will now switch to Liat Kwan, who will explain how Data Steward helps organizations.
Data catalog allows data citizen to search for information in organization at leisure and find data asset they needed anytime. Pretty much like an experience of one going to a shopping mall, looking at the big screen and search for the shop they wanted to go. And we believe to be data driven, this is one of the very important instruments for an organization. Let's look at how the catalog works for data steward. One of the data steward role is to make sure data is conformed to some rules and policy in an organization, such as PDPA. Right? To do this, WKC provide end-to-end catalog functionality that allow data steward to define various governance artifacts such as business rule, business term, data class that can be associated to the data asset, and also define policy and rules to protect the data. So let's say we have defined a business term called Malaysia Identity Card, and we want to protect the personal information. When you open up the Malaysia Identity Card business term, you can see the description and other attributes that can be associated to the business term. But more importantly, under the related content, you can see that it's a protection of sensitive information policy. It's associated to the business term. And if you click on it, you can see the policy description, and also there are data protection rules such as protect credit card and NRIC are being enforced for this policy. If you go back to the catalog and open an asset which contains sensitive information, WKC will automatically mask the personal information. As you can see in this example, there are two columns are being masked. One being the NRIC and the other one being the date of birth. With this, the business analysts and data scientists are able to perform their data analytics tasks. At the same time, the data is being protected. To increase the confidence of data citizen in using the data, Watson Knowledge Catalog allows data steward to perform an automated profiling through a process called automated discovery process. This process will discover all the metadata from the data source, whether it is on-prem, in the cloud, analytical, or transactional oriented. It really doesn't matter what data it is and where it sits. It will analyze the data quality down to the column level and publish the result to the metadata repository. It will also automatically assign business terms based on the machine learning that inbuilt within the system. And lastly, it will also automatically assign data class based on the data value within each data source. The automated process will greatly save steward time on manual associating business terms to technical assets, and at the same time enables data citizen to easily and quickly find the relevant information.
Thank you, Liakwan. Indeed, the processes will be made faster for businesses to get relevant information. Now, the final part of the demo will see Vincent demonstrating business use cases using IBM Watson.
So what can IBM Watson do? One of the most popular use cases for IBM Watsons is in the call center. Now, I'm going to show you a demo which will showcase how a call center uses Watsons. The solution was designed and developed to help call center live agents to interact with caller in a much more efficient way. Now, the way it works is Watsons will listen into a conversation when a caller and a live agent talks over the phone. Now, Watson will then capture every word from that conversations and try to understand the context of that conversations. Once the context of that conversation is understood, it will then go back to the back-end system, retrieve information, or match it to a dialogue conversation system, which will recommend the kind of questions that the live agent should ask. Or it will retrieve information that would assist the information in answering back to the caller.
Based on an application that we have developed with Watson Discovery and other Watson technology that is used by a call center agent. Now, the interface or the application's primary objective is to provide information that is relevant to the conversation that the call center agent have with the caller. As soon as a caller initiated a conversation with the call center agents, it actively listening into the conversation, and as soon as Watsons gather enough information from the conversation, immediately it go back to the systems and pull up relevant informations. Now, what are those kind of information that Watson possibly generated or gathered? As you can see on this this interface, at the top left corner, Watson is smart enough to find out what's the name of the caller is. From that name, it will be able to know how many accounts the customer has with the bank. In this case, this is we're assuming that we're building this system or this application for a bank, and whether the customer is a card holder. Of course, you can have other kind of information that you want Watsons to go back to your backend system and pull up and display it on this screen here that would assist the live agents. There are other kind of information that Watson can also do present in this interface. Things like call quality, call time durations, average response time, and the current sentiment of the caller. Right? By listening into the languages that the user is using, Watson is smart enough to recognize that whether the callers are agitated, they are happy, they are relaxed, things like that, which would assist the live agents to gauge, the mood of the callers. Right. Apart from there, on this screen over here, this is the major screen that the call agent will look at. This panel over here. Now, it would also pull out information that would assist the caller to talk. Pull up topics that would assist the caller to talk to go back to the caller. Things like what it would be the next questions that Watson would suggest the assistant to ask the caller, or it can also pull out account details, transaction details from the backend systems that would assist the live agent to respond back to the caller. Now you will see a demonstrations of that in a while. This asset is to give you an idea what Watson can do to help improve the quality of a quality of the conversation by suggesting topics, question, providing information all to the live agents, all under one screen. and hence improve the conversation quality of the call center.
Thank you for calling DTE Bank. My name is Alex. Can I please have your first and last name?
Sure, Dave Smith.
Just for verification purposes, can you please confirm for me the last 4 digits of your social security number?
7341.
Can you also confirm your date of birth for me?
March 20th, 1985.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smith. How can I help you today?
I looked at my monthly statement and something seems wrong. I spent 2 weeks in Italy last month and I had to use my silver credit card for shopping. Now I see extra charges on my statement. I'm not sure what those are.
Let's take a look at those statement charges.
Okay, so you guys have seen the whole demo just now. Let me start explaining what happened moments ago. Now, as you can see, the left-hand side of the screen, there was the conversation transcript that happened between the caller and the live agents. And on the right screens, there was the magics that Watson's manifests itself. Right, so Watson, as you can see, the first question, Watson asked the live agents to ask the kind of questions. What was the 4 last digits social security numbers? And Watson listening to the conversation and captured the number 7341. That number is then fit into the live system at the back end, and the number is being validated. And then Watson's explained back, asking the live agent to ask the second validation questions, which is asking for the date of birth. Once that number is being validated again, Watson will then pull out the information from the backend systems and display the account information back to the end users. In this way, Watson is helping the live agents converse with the caller in a much more efficient way.
Thank you guys for that excellent demo walkthrough. So remember, the 5 personas for data and AI are data engineer, data steward, business analyst, data scientists, and business users. So if you want to know how to unlock new possibilities with data and AI, Aaron will now share with the next step that you can take. Over to you, Aaron.
Now that you have seen the introduction and the demo of the CloudPack for Data platform, it's time for you to experience the product yourself. You can provision CloudPack for Data on the cloud for free and experience a guided journey to build your AI-powered applications. You can also engage us, right, to seek for expert advice, and that is also free consultations offered from IBM to build your business plan and also to build your engagement policies to build the data and AI platform. You can also get access to the CloudPack for Data Business Value Assessment tool to receive a custom report on your journey to AI and the value of the savings of CloudPack for Data. Last but not least, for the technical folks, we have a lot of CloudPack for Data video demos and hands-on lab available on the DTE websites. Right. So these links you can see from the presentation slides, and feel free to access it and gain insights onto the platform and how you can use it for your business and your work. Thank you.